How's it going, everybody? This is Novakast back with another video for you guys. And with this one, well, we'll be doing, first off, I'm just going to say, I kind of feel bad that I did not do this one first, but to an extent, I still wanted to get it on the channel. And, well, what good way to, end Halloween or October for 2022 with what some would classify as a cult classic, Hocus Pocus, as well as, you know, reviewing it to an extent. Oh my gosh, where do I begin with this movie? I guess for starters, the basic stuff. It was released in 1993. It was directed by Kenny Ortega, written by David Kushner, Mick Garris, and Neil Kubert, and stars Bette Midler, Sarah Jessica Parker, and Kathy Najimy. This is the one that basically, again, it's an interesting film. When it comes down to premise. You have these three witch sisters that were condemned to death, and then in current day, or at least the 1993 equivalent to current day, are brought back to life due to, you know, a teenager who did not believe any of the superstition of the locals when it comes down to the Sanderson sisters. And at that point, it's them trying to stop the Sanderson sisters from killing children. That is the basic premise. And honestly, it has its moments. It really does. I think I would classify this too as a quote-unquote fish out of water story, at least for the witches, where you have the witches coming to modern day and trying to understand, you know, modern day machinery and so on. And to an extent, it's hilarious. Some of the interactions is hilarious. Effects back then were okay, to say the least. When it came down to our main characters, honestly, I think the most interesting one was probably the kid, the little girl, or the sister of the main character. The main character itself kind of just seemed bland, if you ask me. But above all, everything else is somewhat interesting. I think my favorite scene, like if I were to give a favorite scene, it'd probably be this one particular scene where the Sanderson sisters hypnotizes people by dancing and singing, which I thought was hilarious. Back in the day. And above all, this is a guilty pleasure, so to speak. It's one of those films that honestly you should check out on Halloween. Just for its ridiculousness and just its a somewhat interesting concept. So, all in all, fun. It's fun. With that being said, though, and I know I'm making this kind of relatively short, but to a degree, it is, I would classify it as somewhat of a cult classic. It's fun. To an extent, the witches are entertaining. But for the rest of the stuff, it's, or at least when it comes to some of the characters, not that great. The only one that was interesting was the little kid. Surprisingly. But, anywho, if I have to give my final rating, I'm going to give this a 7. I enjoyed it, and I think it deserves the 7. So, a 7. Alright, that being said, I don't think I have anything else I need to add, so thank you guys so much for watching. Truly appreciate it. If you guys can, please leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, all the good stuff. If you guys want to follow us on social media, links are in the description down below, as well as check out our daily content and the weekly podcast. With that being said, this is Novakast signing off. Have a good one. Take care. See you guys next video.